So, today's operation is you are making a move to capture a vital person from the faction Napa. Napa has recently been doing some terrorist actions against Russian forces around the region, and they have asked in our assistance in capturing this guy because they don't want to make direct maneuvers against Napa to risk something going all out. Hence why they have asked us for assistance as a quote-unquote favor from one superpower to another. So this is what the HVI looks like. Let's see, it was Shift G to do? No, whatever. He is the only one in the AO with a black hat. He is also the only one in the AO that drives this specific type of UAZ. It's a UAZ open. So if you find this car, he's going to be nearby. I will also say, though, there are a lot of dudes in AOs wearing hats that look very similar to this, but they have different color schemes, be them green or multicam. But I believe this is the only one wearing this hat. He's also only going to have a handgun in the AO. So if you see him with a rifle and he's wearing that hat but he has a rifle, it's probably not him. So once you find him, I would recommend flashbanging him, force him to surrender, cable tie him, leave the AO. He is somewhere on the airfield. We've also put a border around the airfield, seen in that red shaded area. But we expect 90, if not more, % of those forces to be at the airfield itself. You'll also notice that there are 2 AA positions. These represent what intel suggests to be 23mm ZU cannons. They are static. They're not the ZSU variant, but I would recommend taking those out if you want your Black Hawk to give you any air support. This is a multi-life operation. So if you die, you'll come back here. I'd recommend you get a radio, go on 50, because that will hopefully be what someone is on, to at least talk to me if there's a debug issue. But you can also probably call for the aircraft on that net, unless you guys put another LR net down. And the Black Hawk, I've given it a HEDP pylon, HE pylon, but you're allowed to change it if you want to take an AGM for the helicopter, but you're probably going to have to also bring something to designate it, but it depends on the pylon, because there's many different types. You are going to have an hour and 45 minutes from 3 minutes ago, so for reference, it's 8 p.m. my time now. You have till 9:45 to get this objective done. By 9:30, the HVI will start to try to leave the AO if he has not been captured, so this should give you plenty of time for setting up, making a plan, and executing the plan. And let's see, the aircraft respawn every 60 seconds. Any questions? Cool. Missions a go. Good luck. Have fun.
Alright.
At covert, you want to take the Black Hawk, you want to take the Chinook in, and the landing zone.
We don't have an. Hold on. That's the. Yes, that'll have enough seats for everyone, I should believe.
Yeah, the Black Hawk will have enough seats. The reason I have 2 here is because I didn't know how many were showing up, but
Yeah.
you should definitely have enough. Black Hawk can carry like 14, so.
I say
Yeah, this mission file opened up at like 9 o'clock, and it's been nearly 2 hours for it, so. Despite the op being only half an hour, so. Arma will be Arma, yeah. But yeah, these guys are going to ride the forest, and we might have first contact right here with this 2-man patrol. They're just going around this spot, but they do go slightly in the forest here. This will be interesting, because I have an SPG-9 car to kind of pull around, but I'm going to have it try to speed away immediately. Yep, there's first contact. All right. Did they fucking change my... Yeah, they overrode it with server-side settings. God damn it. They overrode my settings. Hold on, where's medical? Yep, they overrode it, God damn it. So that BTR has gone up. Alright, I'm gonna politely ask them not to do that next time, because that's... Yeah, alright. I make those settings for a reason, because now I feel bad for the one guy that just got insta-killed, you know? Yeah, it's just worse for the players, so I'll have a chat with Patches over that one, but that's a little annoying. So the one advantage they're going to have with suppressed bullets is I actually have no idea where these guys are. They've been downing these guys quick enough for me not to really realize where things have been going. I mean, I could argue the little thunk was suspicious. So I'm going to send this guy out if he wants to drive. Yeah, they did also, fuck, I did have to submit my mission file early for their quote-unquote testing, so they might have also overridden my ACE files at that stage, too. I'm gonna yell at them. I mean, if it's how they honestly want to play, I'll let them keep insta-death, but... Whatever, we'll make it work. That's why it's a multi-life op, because... I had a feeling they might try something like that, and it's my fault for also not checking those settings later, but, you know, I just assumed it would be okay, but no, it's like, I did. There was, whatchamacallit, I did submit those things in, so naturally, that's to be expected, but now I'm hoping, since these guys are preset here, so Fleet getting shot to shit here by that Dishka. They just shot the driver out. They got the gunner. These guys got to consolidate because they got 2 men dead. See, this is, again, why I hate insta-death, because they've gone from 7 to 5, and there's only been a light amount of contact here. I gotta give credit to the guy shooting, though. Every time I try to move the driver when the gunner immediately gets schwacked, he gets taken out. So that's a good call there, but... Now I've got this squad maneuvering around. Because we're starting to, you know, from the thunk, and, you know, we're noticing when we send people out, we're losing contact with them. So now we're going to start sending all of the patrols we have... down that way. I mean, this is going to be play on, but at the same time, this is going to be, you know, me going to their guy, going to Patches and saying, hey, like, please don't override the mission file settings next time, because I spent literally, like, all night going over those for you guys, and you just changed them. That's okay. Here's the 3rd patrol. Yeah, we got this whole squad coming around now. This is worrisome because they're kind of divided out. Now they're engaging, but we're hearing some loud gunshots here. It's open ground v open ground when you think about it. Gonna turn that gun over. I'm gonna break this guy apart on his own. I'm gonna turn to look over there. No, over there. And that BTR flank around as well. That gun's gonna turn around. Oh, we'll get the reserve patrols in a second. I just want to formulate what I have here. I'm going to start calling QRF in another 2 minutes, and we're going to start having militia patrols come in from the outside. So, I mean, yeah, no, despite that little setbacks, despite losing 2 guys, I mean, they've been able to hold the security quite well here. But now they need to kind of get out of this position. They just picked off my marksman. Nice shot. All right. We got the BTR driving around right here. Trying to get some HE on it, but the gun's now turning. That thing's going to be incredibly accurate. Yeah, so Whipley immediately gets down. Still taking fire. AT misses the shot. I think he's going to pay for that with his life. No, he picked off somebody else. So you have the SVG-9 car coming out, and it just got hit by something. Alright, I'm gonna pull that BTR over to defend that piece right there. They could risk moving the LZ a little bit closer. Even though that AA is right there, you know, just try to get those reinserts in a bit quicker. This machine gun, he's unconscious, that's why. Yeah, so I also turned that off, but whatever. Screw my settings. And this guy doesn't know how to turn around, so I'll do it for him because he would... AI's being dumb. Alright, so now we're going to start prepping a QRF group to come in. So I'm going to build this in this town over here. Napa doesn't have its own faction set up, so we're literally going to build a 10-man QRF group from militia. So what we need is not a warlord, because that's what I'm using as a group. Field guy. We're going to have a... let's do a regular machine gunner, no MG42. Oh, there's another one down. He got caught out in the open by this machine gun. So these guys could probably mount up in that Vic and move in, but they're down to 4 guys, so they need to go reconsolidate. But this gives us a moment to build this, so let's see. AT would be good. MP44 for the sake of being a Chad. No suppressors. We'll do a scout with the Car 98. And we'll build a mix here. So what is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's our 10th. Alright, so... Actually, because they're not custom kits, I'm not going to do Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V because of the drag it can make. And let's go ahead... Can they all actually fit in a... No, we don't want to do an open. Let's do a normal UAZ here. Get rid of that and get that sorted, so... Not all of them can fit, that's okay. Where would be the proper... Get out point. Let's have one over there, and then let's also bring another one from a different angle. Let's have this town on the other side. Do another one. This takes out the AT, but that's fine. So we have this guy that's pulled up on his own. I got the 4-man teams going around. I don't want to ungarrison anything else in the meantime. I'm going to get that SVG-9 car out. And let's see, I'm going to pull the BTRs from other angles to be more defensive around this HVI here. Four-man team coming around could potentially intercept the QRF of the players, but I don't think they're going to get there in time. I'm going to pull that thing around as well. I'm going to help the BTRs out by flipping them because they don't know how to turn around. And hopefully that'll help them out there. And then the remaining patrols I have here are going to go aggro. So they're taking a UAZ. I hope they radio that in. And this guy I'm going to go ahead and kill off. But yeah, they also have a garbage collection script running in the background, so I don't have... Let's give them a warm welcome. Not gonna work, you know, I can't do, like, dead body cleanup and stuff. But yeah, no, this SPG-9 car is being engaged by the other one. I'm gonna have that other one push up and engage. And then these guys, I will also go ahead and aggro. 69 viewers, nice. Yeah, we've been around 69 the past few days for the more exotic streams. I've been pretty happy about that. This one rifleman's right up to him. Knocks Fleet out. Ferris manages to get him, though. Hearing that helicopter coming in to land closer. Those gunshots are going to attract them, so I'm going to have them start closing on the right. This guy, I'm going to go order to go down there. Actually, I'm going to keep him standing, see if he'll engage from the rear. So I got this Vic coming around. Whippy might not notice. Oh, he's quickly switching to that. UAZ not reacting. Gets a rear hit on it. My real fear, though, is how is... okay, no, they took out the BTR right there, but I do have that 23mm right there that can do a lot of damage. And we have these guys coming in, but they don't know how to drive. Where are you going? That's not... whatever. Where's that other Vic I called for forever ago? No, okay, they've dismounted and they are now heading in. So Rook's dealing with some of the guys pulling around. Managed to get 2 headshots against suppressors, throwing him out, but got a guy right there. He is on his own. These guys need to consolidate. They still have time. They still got an hour here to get this HVI. And they've managed to snipe out the ZU gunner, so, I mean, they could have air now do some strikes, should they need to. Smoke grenades being popped. Rook is gonna have a bit of an issue here because he's on his own. Getting tunnel vision takes out that guy, but we've got some guys kind of coming around on him, too. I'm gonna wait another few minutes and bring in some more QRF. As we have this group of QRF, they have now dismounted. And I'm going to send him down. Goof still hasn't respawned yet. So they're going to grab this UAZ, get back in it, use it as a fire support weapon. Not a bad call there. I do have RPG guys that they got to worry about. But now they're going to be taking this position. We also have another SPG car they could take. They could take a vehicle and drive around, use that to reconsolidate. And yeah, that's the auto script thing. Again, deleting empty vehicles that have been damaged, I believe. So I'm going to have these guys go follow those gunshots and turn. This group's also going to do that. These guys pushing in pretty quick here. You hear that Dishka firing. So Covert, he's going to pull around. Doesn't see all these guys firing at him. He takes a hit, pulls back, and he's down. Now these guys are getting engaged, but they can't see by what. As they're digging a trench, but now they're using the Dishka to try to fire down here. I think another thing they really need to consider calling in is that air support. That guy is still alive, Rook. Oh, this isn't going to be good, Chief. No, he decides to ban... Wow, Rook lucked out there. CPO is down, and there's now only 3 guys in that position. They're going to be boxed in by QRF coming around. They got to get mobile, and they have to get back with their other guys and flank around. Again, not what I normally like to Zeus, but, I mean, if someone literally goes into my mission file and changes the ACE settings for the quote-unquote testing phase, I There's nothing I can really do about that. I wonder if Ferris is going to try to get in this vehicle, see if the gun's still active. It doesn't look like it is because the gun's facing down. No, he's going to use it for cover instead, managing to get a few good shots right there. I'm going to turn that gunner around and see if the marksman will turn. Yes, cool. Rook now coming around as well. He's got another group he has to contend with. I'm going to delete this one marker. Let's see. Another few minutes. I'll bring in some more QRF. But it's now a race to see who consolidates first as the Blackhawk is loading up with more people. If they identify that that gun is disabled, they could go back and land real quick on the northern side, and they can also do a cast run or two. But it's up to them to have to communicate to get that done. So Rook doing a really good job pulling in from the rear here. But let me, I'm going to get a different type of Vic now, one that can hold them all. We'll probably do a truck. And I will go ahead and set these up. Again, to come from different angles. And I'll bring them in at 3:15. Gives them time to reconsolidate. Two have pushed back here. There's still a few guys around, but they're making do with what they got. Rook, I mean, being a badass right here, taking out most of these guys. Might get caught out of position by him. No, he does not, but he does get hit. All right.
Covert, I can barely hear you.
All right, so I'm going to push that BTR out. We still have this SPG-9. I'm going to have it do a recon run, push back and forth here. And I still have that one BTR playing defense. And these guys are not aggro. They de-aggroed from that spot. I want to keep those garrisons up. We just had a Dishka open fire. And these guys getting engaged by a machine gunner back here. Whipley has been hit. AT going out. Have a body bag over. Interest. I wonder what's spawning those. What is, oh, so the cleanup is basically, that's interesting. So it's automatically body bagging people. Huh. Cool, I guess. Kind of weird, but it's their mod set. This machine gunner is still hunting Hex here. Hex doesn't know where he is. Gonna go check on Whipley. Aircraft now landing super close since they've identified that that ZU is down, so that'll be able to dismount more guys. So 3 more in. Rook is trying to move up to friendlies over here. That machine gunner's pulling back. Ferris up on his own. They're a little unorganized now, but they're trying to get their QRF in.
Sam, for you to engage?
BTRs do not engage UASs unless you can clearly see that it's not armed.
So they're clearing air to go engage stuff.
Engage any of those if I see them?
It should just be the southern one left, but sure, if you think you can hit it without dying.
A machine gunner came around, but Ferris was able to take it out. All right, it is 15, so I'm going to call in this next wave of QRF here. Again, not pulling my punches. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm pulling my punches slightly because there's insta-death on. I have no choice at that point. Because I wanted to send a little more, a little quicker, but...
Yes.
Again, like... Gotta change your tactics there based on how things are going. Yeah, body backing knows.
Do not engage the USs.
I don't know.
Because I think
it's a cool script, but... Kind of weird that, yeah, bodies are just randomly turning into body bags, you know? I guess it's a cool after the fact thing. So it's a weird strat. Alright, they still have, they're in the last hour, so let's see, 57 minutes remain. But I think they're doing fine. Now, one thing I will do is if that thing does see the helicopter, I'm going to have it shoot at the helicopter. 14.5 would tear through a Blackhawk. But he is drifting left. No, he is deciding to engage now. Little burst of 762 there. Fleet's trying to get a laser down on this position. Yeah, no, he's going low. Oh yeah, gunner's tracking. It's the gun down, and he's okay. He's taking fire from a few other machine guns. 23 isn't reacting. Have that marksman turn to the other side there. That truck just got AT'd, okay. And my other group of QRF has arrived and is heading down. Let's see. I probably have a few more slots in that Vic. So I'm gonna do an attachment there and just put all these guys in. Actually, no, that was silly. Because I would have to control V, and I've been noticing an issue where the control V it hits twice for whatever reason.
Do you think that later may be in the control tower?
So I'm gonna give another 7 minutes, and I'll bring in 2 more full trucks from the south.
By themselves, engage RV view asses that I ashes until I hear someone say they're in one, and engage BTRs.
Now, do I have any UAZs left to send? That's a rocket.
I only had
At least
one
I thought it was.
BTR mark, so...
Yeah, so I'm gonna have this thing go hunt down the Black Hawk, because that thing would be spotted from other forces on the other side.
Negative CFTs are balanced. So you gotta do all the math already in terms of what you got versus what it's showing.
I don't know if that's tracer fire or rock. I'm not hearing the explosions though, so I'm gonna pull those guys up slightly.
I'm gonna come up the east side.
404 Marshall Bombs 17023 Angel 8.
Yeah, no, I'm pulling that UAZ up. I'm gonna turn that gun around, turn this marksman around.
Yes.
I'm gonna have that UAZ go hunt the helicopter.
Okay, Infusion, do not get the SPG gas that's going down the road. Do you see the BTR further down the road to our south?
They're trying to call the aircraft on this BTR here.
There's a UAZ coming towards us though. High speed armed. Do you want me to shoot the high speed UAZ?
No, do not engage the UAZ with the A that is armed. We have people in them now. Do not engage the armed UAZs. Is on the north end of the airfield.
Okay then.
If it's on the on the west side of the airfield, though, feel free to
It's shooting at him.
That's the one I was talking about.
Another 5 minutes. I'll bring up those 2
Could you have
trucks.
said the direction it was coming from first?
I didn't have to engage so much over there. I was talking about the one that was bolting across towards us really fast. It looks like they're trying to get around behind you guys.
I don't think he knows it's shooting up at him. That was some AT going up on that BTR. You switched to gun? Oh no, you're done. Okay. Oh, pilot just got knocked out. Managed to kamikaze into it though, and that respawn was instant. Okay. Okay. What did they do to my mission file? What did they actually do to my mission file? This is amazing. That is actually amazing. I can't... Patches, I hope you're watching this. What the fuck did you do to your server? See how it's spawning? There's multiple copies of them spawning. Alright, so I have to be quick about this. Liru, that was the end key.
Disco radar contact bullseye 18463, 14,000 track north. Confirm as fragged, have quick, and guard check complete.
That was funny.
Yeah, so this makes sense with the other issue I was getting when I would Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V, because watch this. Every time, like, if I hard copy Warren, it puts two of them down. So I don't know what's going on with the server logic here, but whenever something respawns, it puts two of them down. So I don't know what they did to my mission file to quote-unquote test it, but that is not what I set it to when I tested it on my end before I handed it to them, so...
I think when they had to, when we had to try to get the server up earlier before the op,
Uh-huh.
it may have overridden the settings to, like, default.
Yeah, I noticed that too, because Prevent Instadeath wasn't turned off, and I looked in the ACE settings, and all my ACE settings I made were turned off, so...
The only reason why I died is because a stray bullet hit me in the face. UAZ didn't hit me.
I mean, without
Any
a
better
problem,
diagnosis on that at all? When you actually do
I'm
all
having
the
fun.
out of this
I've died anyway, but this is fun.
Alright, I'm gonna reapply the pylons manually to that thing. I'm gonna literally, I'll keep the SOCOM Vic in here, because that, I have no idea how you guys managed to bork the server at that level, but let me just reapply these pylons and we'll go from there.
Where did the SOCOM Vic even go?
I dragged it away so it would also stop double spawning and contributing to the problem.
Okay, whatever happened to the Chinook, I don't care.
I pulled it away because, again, I don't want it to also suffer the same fate with your respawn, so...
Are you guys comfortable to come up to the left observation? Observation from. Thanks so much.
It's the wrong pylon.
Because I refused to spawn and all that happening, I hopped into your...
Are you guys comfortable?
Yeah, you're good. Helicopter's fixed. I'm just gonna respawn it manually if that happens again, because... Yeah, that's... I have no idea what you did to the file. But again, if I hard copy something, it should not spawn two copies of the dude. That's why the chopper was doing that, because it was respawning two copies of the same chopper. One for the server and one for local. So I think either you're running this server on a local client, which is why it's doing that, or you somehow did some amazing form of scripting that I have no idea how you did that.
I'm going to 100% assume that something went fucky with the server. But all right, let's try that again.
Again, I have no idea how they did that, but it's 125. I noticed they just captured the HVT, and it just did it again as a regular copy.
Confusion, you up?
Yeah, hold on.
That was more of a
Right,
like
I'm gonna
when
put
it
an
desyncs,
OZ
it does
down
that.
where I want
But
you to come. We've got the I'm pretty sure we've got the damn HVT here.
Balance. Did you do all the math already in terms of what you
Yes,
got?
I've been informed that,
I've never. I have no idea why they're doing that, but it makes sense that I got to, you know, because that's why I'm not doing Control Shift C, Control Shift V, for vehicles. It's because I noticed I was getting 2 copies of the unit when I did Control Shift C, Control Shift V, meaning there's something funky when that comes in. So, I don't know. This is one of those things where I cannot fix it on the fly, because that is literally something they borked server side. And all I can do is just say, hey, I apologize, guys. This wasn't me, though. This was... I'm gonna go definitely fucking yell at patches. Because, you know, it makes me look bad, it makes them look bad, makes the group look bad. It's
I'm just
just...
gonna floor it there.
I have no idea what they borked there, but... At this point, we still have an op to run, and I intend to keep running it.
404, Marshall 177.
But yeah, that pop-up's probably going to be happening for the rest of the yacht.
I'll make a little side step here. I want to hit the last and final aid.
After that, just don't get shot down in the process. Bride, can we stop fussing around and in full security inside the building or outside the building? I do not particularly care which.
You got 7-2. You got 7-2. With you at right. Join them. Do
you have the HVT?
Roger, roger. That's what I'm calling on.
Alright, I'm gonna straight
What I'm thinking is... I might ask them just to let, like... I'll just ask if we can use my server. If this is how the server is going to behave. Because I don't want the settings I make overridden. No, Norton hasn't worked for me in a long time. It wouldn't be his fault, but... Yeah, no, like... The only way I can know that this will be circumvented is if I go and control the server, but...
I'm hearing a lot of gunfire.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? Like... That was a weird execution. Look! Here's another helicopter I oh, no, that's the... Sorry, that's the debug one I did, but... Where'd that Chinook go? I think I deleted it, actually. Never mind. Just... I'm so... Here I am, just like, what the actual fuck did I just witness, you know?
That would be great, but if not, you can divert a little bit to the northeast, and you should be able to land there.
Push the helicopter! It's Lamb's AI, though. They suck at maneuvering. Speaking of... Yeah, they're leaving the AO right there.
I've got an infantry column coming at me.
There's the HE rocket barrage knocking this guy fucking doing aerial carpet wheels there.
I'm coming. I wouldn't have been able to take back off if I didn't take out the infantry.
These guys are falling back. Fuck's sake, get back in there.
I'll get as close as I can.
Do the dangerous cross-open airfield thing.
To the northwest of that opening on the road there if you can't land where the smoke is.
Behind this building would be preferable, so I'm gonna land here.
So, let's get home.
I cheat in what context? And making sure the fucking AI work properly? Yeah. Oh, I definitely cheat, because I want the fucker to work. Well, bullets going out in the direction of the HVI, not the best idea. Oh, that's the Ander. Never mind. At least I don't shoot down my own Apaches with my AT. Finger guns. Alright, so yeah, op will be wrapped up within the time frame, and we'll do an in-server
We're gonna go
debrief.
hard to pass. You guys ready? Was that everybody? Alright, going. I'm going as fast as possible. I'm working on it.
Could have hit him. That's a wrap.
You got 7-2. You guys 7-2. With you at
Yeah, most of the shit in there's dead, which is nice. Hearing some of the 12.7s on the perimeter fire, but not much of that. So yeah, GG. Despite the horrid tech issues, still made it work.
Data tactical squad 0244 in sequence.
At least it ended with a bang. Get out of here with that pun. Yeah, hey guys, welcome back to base. It's toast.
Data tactical squad 02.
Yeah, no problem, Ferris. Hope you had fun. We'll just work out the technical bugs, and I'll offer that we can use my server, because I know it doesn't have these issues.
Thanks for the up-to-date even though we had a couple issues.
Did you mean to fire that? But yeah, no, seriously, Ferris, thanks. And again, this isn't going to stop me from working with you guys. It's just, you know, the first day jitters of whatever the fuck that was, you know? Alright, let's go ahead, get the HVI out here, school circle, and we'll discuss a few things.
Lead what you got.
Hmm?
Did you know that this is not a respawning thing in the server settings? That's on that's a quick thingy talk, or that's a quick spawn.
Looks like they bombed our base.
Is it something I can fix in the ACE settings?
It's something that needs to be fixed on the server itself.
Okay. So here's the deal, guys. The reason you got a bunch of pop-ups for the helicopters, I'm gonna hard copy my character. Now turn around. Look towards the helicopter. Now when I hard paste them, two appear. So what the pop-up was when that helicopter got shot down because the pilot got picked out by a UAZ Dishka flying under him, it blew up, and then two respawned on the position. And it created a Hydra effect, and I had to delete a bunch of helicopters before, you know, the server decided to die. So I apologize for that. Furthermore, I did mention that I fixed the medical settings, and now if you actually were to hit escape, go to configure, add-ons, you're gonna notice that my medical settings aren't here, and they're all overwritten on the server. So they cucked me there. So I'm gonna yell at Patches for that one. But I do apologize. instadeath was still on. I don't ever mean to lie to you guys, but you know I'm a little more peeved at them than anything because I gave you guys something and I was worried. But you still pulled through. You still got the objective done, which I thought was really inspiring.
It was a very interesting surprise when I walked up and saw that first two-man patrol and then instantly died.
Yeah, go ahead, Warren.
Just letting you know that it's not a Patches' fault. He's on his phone, so none of the server things were him.
Oh, I'm still blaming Patches. He's the guy that told me to make this, so all the blame goes to Patches. All of it.
He didn't know you guys were gonna, you know, load your own thing, so quick preloaded it.
Okay, how about this? How about this? Who would we properly blame then, Warren?
Quick.
Okay, here's the deal. If you want to blame a guy named Quick, stand over here, all right? If you want to blame Patches, stand over here with me.
Can I stand in the middle?
Sure.
With the HVT. The HVT agrees with me.
All right, hold on one sec.
404, Marshall 17023, Angel
Are you gonna build a wall or are you gonna do the three of us?
No, hold on.
404, Marshall Mom.
Okay, good.
All right, we're all standing over here, so we blame Patches. Easy. All right, thank you for voting with me. All right, but That's the AO, guys. Glad you had fun. I'll get some things tweaked. Again, you guys did pretty well, all things considered, and hope you had fun.
Thank you, Liru. We had fun.
Yep.
I had fun.
All right.
Thank you for fixing that too.
So to chat, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. We'll be back in an hour for the TMT op. I hope it doesn't fall apart like last week, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally.
Cold additional bandit right 4 o'clock, 15 miles.
What's up with this?